Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining us. We begin tonight in Lafayette, where Mayor President Josh Guillory addresses the public for the first time since leaving for a 21-day rehabilitation treatment.
When Guillory announced his rehabilitation, he appointed Chief Administrative Officer Sidra Wingirter and a City Parish Attorney Greg Logan to give direction as necessary.
This was done while the Lafayette City and Parish Charter states a member of the council appointed by the chair would resume duties of the office when the mayor-president is absent for more than 48 hours.
Guillory responded by clarifying he would be given 24-hour access to Wingirter and Logan with the computer and secure access to the Lafayette Consolidated Government.
News 10's Zane Hogue joins us now from City Hall to further explain Guillory's return. Zane.
Hey Darla, today at City Hall, Josh Guillory would address his return from rehab as well as some unanswered concerns.
I knew that if I did not proactively seek, ask for, and receive help, it would not only hurt my family, myself, my loved ones, but it would also hurt the city and parish of Lafayette.
In Guillory's statement released on July 25th, he mentions attending rehabilitation for 21 days while also having 24-hour access to Sidra Wingirter and Greg Logan. Members of the council, such as Glenn Lazard, questioned his availability during rehabilitation, stating Guillory should be accessible to everyone.
The access should not only apply to us as council members, it should also apply to the general public. The mayor serves the general public. I could not get on the phone right now and call the mayor if I chose to. So that's not access and availability to me.
Guillory would explain today his methods to communicate with Logan and Wingirter during treatment were to avoid the inefficiency and crippling bureaucracy of government which would have been carried out by the charter.
We have done things differently in our administration. Our processes have not been status quo, and for good reason. The old way of doing things was inefficient and full of crippling bureaucracy. The people, elected me, elected my policies, elected my thoughts and ideas, and the administration is there to carry out those thoughts and ideas. 21 days is not a long time, and I feel like the folks deserve those initiatives to go forward. And
further concerns were voiced over the 21-day time span of Guillory's rehabilitation. This is due to Guillory's statement being released on the 25th of July and reports of Guillory being back in town on the 12th of August. Guillory would clarify his treatment began on the July 21st, concluding on the 11th of August.
It's Thursday to Thursday. I left on a Thursday, so 21 days later, so 7, 7, 7, 21.
Guillory adds he's focused on moving forward and carrying on the mission of making Lafayette a premier destination. In Lafayette, Zane Hogue, KLFY, News 10.
Thank you, Zane. Well, just hours after his press conference, Lafayette Mayor President Josh Guillory and his wife Jamie are speaking candidly about rehab and moving forward from this point on. I sat down with the couple for an exclusive interview. The mayor-president addressed issues ranging from his alcoholism and PTSD to his wife's company. Many people are questioning if there are ethics violations between his wife's company and companies that work with LCG or could potentially work with LCG. He also talks about people's accusations that he shouldn't use a security detail, especially for non-governmental activities, considering the shortage of officers. It is a story you will see only on 10. We'll have more on News 10 at 6 and the full story tonight at 10.